Hello, hello. Get
Happy
my
Sunday.
words together here. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Hmm.
Thank you so much for allowing us to be here again, Father God.
Yes.
Another Sunday. Today is August the 23rd, 2026. We're running a little behind schedule. We do apologize about that, but come on in, come on in, come on in, everyone. We're just so happy to be here with you. How you doing this Sunday, Plum?
Doing pretty good. No complaints.
No
Just
complaints.
doing
Okay.
regular Sunday stuff.
Huh?
Just preparing for the week. Just doing regular Sunday stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Work is never done, right?
Yeah.
As a mother, let me ask you this question. As a mother now, because I know when I was a mom, I am still a mom, you know,
Mhm.
growing up and seeing all the things that I had to handle. And now that you're a mom, what are your thoughts on motherhood overall?
There's no handbook on it. You just have to navigate it the best way you can. Pray that you have a village, and because every walk looks different for everybody. So
Yeah,
I'm just
sure do.
appreciative of all the mothers that I've had and still do have around me. That
Hmm.
has instilled certain things in me from you, grandma, all the motherly figures that I've had and still have. But it definitely is busy. It's never a dull moment. And everybody say, "Oh, love on these ages," and yeah. Baby stage, I'm cool with the crying in the middle of the night, waking up, feeding them. I could do that all day. This right here, this toddler stage, I just want to skip over this and maybe fast forward to maybe nine,
You
eight.
don't want to rush that either. That's not,
That's what that. Listen, to be in this household, you would understand.
oh,
It's
I
not.
can imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely all the way live. You don't know what's going what's going to go on from day to day. But they do keep us on our toes, so I'm appreciative of that. But it's
Yes,
definitely busy, very, very, very
yes.
busy.
You have
Hey,
two
Miss
little
Barbara, thank you
smart
so
little
much.
guys. They're
Huh?
very smart. They're beyond their years. Very, very
Absolutely.
smart and very articulate.
Yeah, and they're starting to team up. So before it was like they
Woo.
were not necessarily divided, but the older one didn't really want to be bothered with his younger brother. Now they are two peas in a pod. So
Oh
um,
my goodness.
yeah,
You
so
know, it's
they're
funny
definitely.
how when two brothers grow up together, like my brother Richard and David, because Reuben was older, right? But David and Richard is 2 years apart, and they were like two peas in a pie. You know how they're saying when you see one, you see the other.
Hmm.
That's how it was when they were growing up. They have a very good relationship, and normally a lot of men who I know that have brothers, they seem to have very strong, close relationships. I can name a dozen of
Yeah,
men who have brothers, and they seem to be very, very tight. So that's a blessing all in itself.
yeah, absolutely.
Blessing all in itself. Yes, and I know you had to. You were the only one. I tried.
Yeah, well, I mean, I consider Brianna my adoptive sister
Yeah. Yes.
that
Oh,
you never
that's
had.
so nice.
Yes, so
Look, I'm
'cause
still celebrating her.
yeah, so we've known each other for over 20 something years. So
Yes,
well over that. We known each other since we were 7 and 8.
that's
I ain't
true.
saying my age now, but we definitely are locked in. So she's my sister. Um,
Yes, absolutely.
so I'm
Absolutely.
thankful for that.
That's true. That's true. That's so true. And it's good to have people who, you've grown up with, who know you, know your ins and outs. And I know that for you and Shardae's relationship is really, really, really close.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
that there's things that you talk to her about that you don't talk to me about, and
Oh,
that's
it's
good.
plenty of
And
things that you will never,
listen, let me
you
finish.
would never.
Let let me finish. Because listen, I was a teenager, so I know
Yeah,
that there were some things that I might have said. But see, but my mom, I used to, I was just a,
yeah, no, it was a little bit different for you. I was never having those type of conversations with you ever, and I
yeah,
still don't to this day. And I'm grown.
yeah, you
It's just
don't.
very uncomfortable for me. I don't know how everybody else get down, but for me, I'm not with it. Um, that's not my cup of tea. I don't want to talk about any of those
I talk
things,
about everything with
everything.
my
So
mother. Everything.
yeah,
It wasn't anything that I didn't talk to her about. You know,
yeah,
and there was no filter to say don't discuss this with your mother, because she never
yeah,
said don't or I couldn't, and she never made
yeah,
me feel as though I couldn't bring it to her. And I hope I don't make you feel, as Mama said it, I hope I don't make you feel that you can't bring me
yeah.
certain things.
I leave even with my friends. I don't just like that's just not who I am as a person. I don't.
Right.
That's just never been really a topic of discussion. Maybe when I was younger, but not. I'm not now at all. Like
Yeah.
I just it makes me cringe. I don't even even watching movies.
We're
I'll
talking
fast
about,
forward.
like, the subject is sex, because she,
Yeah, she had to say it. Y'all knew what we was talking about without us saying it. But yeah, I just don't. That's not
and I
something.
talk about it to you, but it's like you be like a church mouse.
Mm-mm. That's just not something.
Yeah, you like a church mouse, but I understand. And it's the funniest thing is I would be able to talk to your friends, your
Yeah.
girlfriends you grew up with, like an open book. We were just having an open
Yeah,
dialogue
and I
back
leave
and
the
forth.
room. And I leave the
Yeah, you
room.
was
Y'all
like,
go in and have a good time. I'm gonna go exit left and let me know when you're ready to leave or what we doing,
you
whatever
felt
we was on.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. I just
It's not your thing.
no.
Okay, well,
And it's not just
well,
you. I wouldn't, if, with Nana or Aunt Dot or who. I don't know.
yeah. It's better
Miss
with your
Bar.
friends though, because it makes it, you know.
Yeah,
I
they're your
get it.
peers, so they're your
Yeah, I
peers. So
get
I
it.
get
I've
it.
been there, done that.
Miss
I
Barbara, thank you
understand
so
it.
much for coming in. She said, "Good evening, my favorite hostesses. Glad to see you.
Thank
Thank you.
you
We
so much for
appreciate you."
joining. Thank you so
And
much for joining.
she also said, "I told my girls I did my best as a parent. If you don't like what I did, make an appointment with Dr. Phil, not me."
What'd you say, Dr. Phil? I'm a
Yeah,
little Dr. Phil. I used to watch Dr. Phil all the time, and I just don't watch Dr. Phil as much as I used to. I don't watch him at all, to be honest with you. I don't watch him at all.
no, I don't watch
Yeah,
him.
but I get what you're saying, Barbara. Yes, go
Yeah.
make an appointment with someone that can help you,
And I
help
think
your
as you
little
get
brother.
older, you realize it's not until you get older. Of course, when you're a child, and your mindset is a child. But when you get older, even without having kids, you tend to realize what adulthood is and what it takes. And then when we come, it's just different layers of life that gives you a different uh, aspect on what that person might have been going through during that time of raising you. Like,
Yeah,
and you always get a different set of parents, no matter. I mean, because our boys are so close in age, like they're probably getting similar. But you do have people that they are 10-year gaps, 15-year gaps, and all
yeah.
of that
Like
between
me
their
and my sister
siblings.
Dottie, we 16 years, and me and
Yeah.
Sabrina is 16 years, and
So she
Lisa.
had a different version of
Oh
Nana
yeah.
and Pop Pop.
Oh,
Then
definitely.
so it's just like
Yeah.
it's a
And
learning
speaking of
experience.
that, you're so right, because when I would speak about sex in front of my sister Dottie and my mom, Dottie would be looking like so uncomfortable, like I can't believe she's saying that. Like,
Hmm.
and mom would be just entertaining
Giggling.
and giggly. Yeah, we.
Very giggly, very giggly, very
Dottie
funny.
used to say I could never have that kind of conversation with mom or grandma. I used to have it with my grandmother, and it
Mm,
was about everything that you can imagine, because I was curious. I was just trying to figure things out in life, and you try to figure out who can you go to that that's going to lead you in the right direction. Well, little did I know the questions that I was asking them, they was like, "You doing that? Who doing?"
oh Lord.
That was like, they was like, "What is going on?" Oh my goodness. So the generations changed, because back in
Yeah,
their day, some of the things they do, and even
yeah.
now, the
Oh yeah,
generation
it's
has changed
different
now.
now.
Oh
It's
my
totally
goodness.
different. Like
The things they talk.
it just is a lot different now. I think as social media has relaxed a lot of different things for parenting for people,
Yeah.
and you choose how you want to parent, and you don't
Yeah.
judge how everybody somebody like for me. I don't cuss in front of my mother. Just don't do it. I
Yeah.
just don't. I don't even. I be clutching my pearls for even spelling it. Okay. But I have friends that freely do it, and it's no judgment. That's just how y'all relationship is. It's just not mine. I just couldn't see myself
Well, they don't
doing
go
something.
like hardcore, but a
I
little.
mean, but even just telling a story, I don't even want to tell a story with cuss words in it. I want to bleep it or spell a little bit of. I don't even spell the
Yeah,
full word. I'll probably replace it with a substitute.
yeah, you
The
do.
edited version. But that's just who. But that's because of what I saw. You never cussed in front of Nana.
No,
I've
oh no,
never seen you
oh no,
use cuss words in front of my grandmother. So
no.
that's probably
Mom
where
was
I got that
she
from.
was a holy woman, and
Yeah.
certain things you just did not do,
No. Yeah. Yeah.
and to do something like that was almost like disrespecting God in a sense, because
Yeah.
the way she carried herself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm
Absolutely. Yeah.
not saying I don't carry myself where they don't, they don't have to
But
use
it's a
profanity.
difference. It's not saying that you're not respected. It's just a different level of comfortability
Yeah,
and how they view you, and not viewing you in a bad way. It's
no,
just different perspective of how comfortable people make somebody. So
sure,
um
sure.
yeah.
Because the words that we used to use
Hey,
growing up
Miss
is
Knight
totally
is in the
different.
building.
Huh?
I said, Miss Knight is in the building, my auntie,
Oh,
Aunt
hey, First
Carol's.
Lady.
Yes.
How are you? Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us as our co host. We want to say to all of you, please, by all means, chime in. We would like to hear your version. But before we get started into our topics today, we do want to extend a happy birthday to those who are celebrating a happy birthday. We want to say happy birthday to you. May want to say shout out to Linda Anderson. She celebrated her birthday
Yeah.
a few days ago. So happy birthday to you, Lynn.
Yes.
Colleen, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all the August
Yes.
babies and Leos. And now
Absolutely.
we're now into the Virgo season. So for those of you who are celebrating today, we want to extend a happy birthday to you. And may you see many, many more birthdays. Shakira, do you have any shout outs that you would like to give?
Yes. Georgie, our little cousin,
Oh,
his birthday.
Georgie.
Yeah, we celebrated his birthday on Saturday. So
Nice.
we had a nice little time. So yes, he turned 6. So that's
Oh,
wonderful.
little
Blessing.
Georgie. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, little Georgie.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's nice. I love it. I love it. I love
Hmm.
it. Anyone else?
My memory ain't that good. That's just
Well,
that's
we
the
just
most
say happy
recent.
birthday to everybody,
Happy
right?
birthday to everybody. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Now, we also want to say happy anniversary to those who are celebrating an anniversary, whether it's a wedding anniversary or retirement anniversary, whatever the anniversary is that you are celebrating. We wish you well. We wish you well. So, we're going to jump right on into some of our topics. We got a lot of stuff to cover. We would like for you to get your pen and pad out, or you can also screenshot because some of the stuff that we do have so that you could be able to screenshot. Now, I'm glad that we have First Lady on here, and hopefully we have some pastors that can chime in to this first topic that I have. And this is something that was curious to me when I was in Bible study as a young girl, reading this verse, and I always wondered to myself, why wasn't this um, displayed the way the biblical Bible stated, instead of the way we visually seen it in the churches?
Mm.
Why did churches push the ideology that Jesus was white?
I don't think
Why
it
did
was the
they push it?
churches. I think it was can we be blunt? I think it was the
Yeah,
masters, the slave masters that introduced us to going to, was taking us to church and all. So they didn't want us to have that imagery that, you get what I'm saying? Like they
I
don't want
do.
anything to look like you can overcome what your current situation is, in
Right.
my opinion. Not all. I'm not saying all. uh
Oppression, depression, yes,
no,
all
I'm
of
not
it.
saying all. I'm just saying in my opinion. So I feel as though that's why um that was portrayed that way. Because obviously, if you read the Bible and you read the description, that sounds like a brother to me.
Sounds like
Um,
a brother to me.
but neither here nor there. I feel like that was the mindset of making sure that we kind of stayed in line, because obviously, just like, okay, I'll give you an example. When you go to an all black school, and your school is all black, your teachers are black, your principal is black, you have a sense of black power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a sense of I can do anything because
Yes,
that's all you
definitely. It's
see
an
around you.
empowerment. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel that the same way that, you're telling, you're introducing this religion, and you want to make sure that they don't, get besides themselves, I guess you could put it that way, or feel empowered in any way. So that's how I
Right.
look at it. Um, but from what I read in the Bible, I feel like he's a brother. But hey, it's still God. I'm sorry, but Jesus is still whoever, whatever his nationality may be. Um,
Yeah.
he's real, and that's
Yeah, especially when they talk about the hair and then the skin,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That part there really
And all the
said a lot.
movies, I mean, now they're up to speed. Like now, the movies are showing, a black version of certain things in a certain way. Put the cat. But sorry, we got a new cat, and my youngest son is trying to pick the cat up. But anyway, but that's all I have to say in a nutshell. What are your
Right.
thoughts, mommy?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. But I think that what ended up happening, the churches got away from the scripture, because when you read the scripture and how they described him, and then how they picked him on, I mean, in our church, when I was growing up, we had a big picture of him being a Caucasian male. And we also had even the Last Supper, a displaying of Caucasians. But then when you look at the biblical aspect of what's being described with Revelation 1:14 and 5:15, it definitely says something totally different. Now, the version that you see here with his hair white, coiled like a lamb, like a wool lamb, and then his dark skin and his eyes was like fire. That is a very unique feature. It's a very unique feature. And there's nowhere in the Bible that I've read where it said he was Caucasian with long hair, blue eyes, green eyes. I didn't read that.
Well, I
Did you
haven't
come
had,
across?
no, well, in my honest, like, as far as like reading the Bible, I haven't came across anybody that said that they were Caucasian, like no nationality, really, just kind of like describing the color, like bronze, right, or different, or hair, or stuff like that. But as far as somebody just outright saying it in the Bible, no, I have not read that. But I ain't read the Bible in its entirety, y'all, so don't nail me nowhere. But I'm just saying. I
Yeah,
personally haven't read anything like that. But I
right.
think I think this also goes to show that sometimes we put so much into the imagery of him instead of just who he is
Yeah,
overall. Because that'll be a big debate, and that's not the point of what he represents. So we also have to not be so wrapped up on the imagery of what media puts out, right? Because I always talk about this. Social media, the media of the world, puts out certain things to make us feel a certain type of way. So of course, people would rage bait someone and say, well, the Jesus I serve is black. Oh,
yeah,
okay, and to make it a whole big thing when that's not
yeah. When
nothing
that's not, yeah,
about, yeah, it's nothing that has nothing to do with who he is, as
that's
far
true.
as who he is in our lives, what he does for us, how he, died for us and saved us. So I think, yes, it's important to acknowledge what the Bible actually says from what is pushed out, but let's not thrive on it to the point where it's distracting us from what Jesus is trying to do for us, if that
The
makes sense.
main
Yeah, the
message.
main focus. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
The main message. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Yes. Okay, so as we move, I just thought that was real interesting. Um, that you notice different things, and you notice things that are being taught in the churches.
Mhm.
Sometimes they get away from the Bible and they do their own thing, and they add and interpret things that are not scriptured. So
Yeah.
that's one of them.
And I do
One,
remember growing up, in the church for Mount Carmel, right? Having that big picture. Are you talking about Mount
yes,
Carmel, right? And then
yes.
I want to say I don't know what other churches may have it,
It's
but
a lot
that
of
is
them.
the yeah, I know it's a lot of them. But I think as time has gone on in newer churches, or like the church I go to, of course, and then like newer churches, they don't even have a picture of anybody. It's kind of
Yeah,
just like other image because they don't want people to lead with
be
that. If
misled.
that,
Hmm.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I've
Well, I
noticed that
definitely
too.
was. Yeah, I felt some kind of way once I read that script. What? You know. Yeah,
Yeah,
but then after a while, they took that picture down from the church.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
many, many years ago. They took that
yeah,
picture down.
yeah, yeah.
Because I was a little girl. I was must have been around 13, 14 years old, and shortly after that, that picture it came down.
Taking out, yeah.
Yeah, it came down. I don't know if you heard about Gary, Indiana, and them being without power since August 11, 2026.
Yeah, it's all over the internet. I mean, it's hard not to see it.
That
It's
is,
very
it
sad.
makes you think like that can happen anywhere because it seemed like it came from a storm.
Yeah.
People were, of course, because Gary, Indiana, it's like 76% African Americans or Black, I should say, and they're wondering why is it taking so long just to get the electricity up, and why it's not being done quicker. And
Mm.
you think about the people who are on dialysis and need electricity in order to survive. It's really heartbreaking, but I'm assuming that they may have left the area and possibly went to Illinois, which is one state over, or in another part of Indiana.
But that's only if they have the means to up and
That's
leave.
true, because a lot of them didn't have no
Um,
money.
yeah, because if you ain't got, I mean, if there's no power, then there's no ATM. There's no. So what if I don't have enough gas to get to Illinois? I
Yep,
personally feel like all of the things that happen with the weather and then the aftermath is definitely um rooted in, I don't want to say race. I'll put it to you this way. Atlantic City.
racism.
Listen, Atlantic City, when Sandy
Okay,
happened, they
yeah,
made sure that they
honey.
concentrated on the casinos. The casinos
Yep,
was clear for everybody to come back and gamble. But
they
back in
sure
the
did.
trenches, where the heart of Atlantic City, they
Yep,
were still without good water. They were still without power. They were still without a lot of things for a long time.
that's true.
So it took a
The
while to
area I'm in, the area we didn't lose nothing. That was
no.
the craziest part.
Yeah, so it's just like, but the back Marylands, the parts where it's predominantly black or Latino, yeah, they, and even just flooding. I don't know if you ever noticed, but even flooding in Atlantic City, there's never flooding really on, like when it's raining a lot. It's never really flooding on Atlantic Ave, Pacific Ave, where all the casinos and stuff are running. But it could just be regularly raining, and if you go one of them back streets, it's your car can stop
Yeah,
because they
sure.
haven't properly made sure that the streets wouldn't flood the way that they do. So I put
Right.
it to you this way. I feel like whoever your congressman is, whoever's in office makes a difference. What are they voting for? What are they doing? Um, but it's very sad to see, the people trying to survive, and the only I feel like the only reason why mainstream picks things up is because social media start pushing things out in in such a high volume that they can't ignore it. They have to
That's
start
true.
talking about it,
That's true. That's
So
true. That's true. You can't help but to mention it. That's so
yeah.
true. And it makes you say to yourself, wow, if I think back years ago when they were dealing with what's his name? No, I'm sorry, Puerto Rico. 11
Mhm.
months.
Yeah.
11 months they went through it
Yeah.
where they didn't have no power,
Mhm.
and it was almost like people didn't care. The people that
And
should
compare,
have cared
yeah,
wasn't caring enough.
and compare that to the wildfires in California, the Ballin Hill, like the predominantly other race places where it was a lot of fires going on. They made sure that they was
Yeah.
on it. I didn't
Yeah.
see videos about them being without power or being without nothing
Right.
for weeks on end at a time.
That's
So I
true.
think I mean, it's a reality that we live in. It hurts to say it, but that's
It's
the
where
way
we
it
are.
is. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's where we are.
yeah.
We're going to shift gears and talk about something that's a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh,
And it's just an awareness that we need to be aware of this because it seems as though there's a change in the atmosphere. But I do have a question for our viewers, and I also have a question for you, Shakira. Have you noticed there's been an incline in Black people being lynched in the United States since 2025?
absolutely, absolutely. If somebody say they don't, then I don't know what you've been. And it ain't even like, oh, I don't watch the news, so I don't hear about it. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
If you're not on Facebook, you're on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, you're on Instagram. If you ain't on Instagram, you're on YouTube. You heard it from somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like you know how you tell your the girls, your ladies, to go in twos or go in packs or tell somebody where you're going. It's almost like we have to do that with our men now, with the men, with the Black
Yeah,
men.
absolutely. They're not excluded. They're getting trafficked just as much as, you know what I'm saying. So and it's unsettling because these are just the cases that we heard about.
Woo,
What about the
right,
things that have been covered up? You
right,
know what I'm
that we
saying?
don't
So
hear.
so it's very sad. Please protect our men, protect our
Yes,
black community as a whole. If you see something, say something.
yes,
Um, and you know, if we don't protect ourselves, nobody else will, and we already know that.
we already know that. That's a fact. And not to say all, because I just we want to be clear on this,
Yeah,
right?
it's not everybody. We're
No,
just we're
no,
just speaking
absolutely.
from we're just speaking from the eye view of being a black individual, and also
Right.
seeing the like and using common sense.
Yeah.
It's no way that you're saying all these people did this to
Put
themselves.
himself
'Cause that's the
on.
narrative.
No
That's the
way. No
narrative.
way.
So
No
you
way.
mean to tell me
No.
it's been
No.
10,
No way.
15
Hell
people
no.
in a row and all of them coincidentally did this? I like it just
No way.
it's a mockery.
No way. But the sad part and the scary part, we all have to know it can happen to anybody at any
Absolutely.
time, right? So it's like, what do you do? What measures do you put in place to prevent these things or lessen the chances of this happening? Perhaps putting cameras in your cars, because I'm big on that. Putting cameras in your car. Yeah, cameras in your house is one thing, but having cameras that actually connects not just to their phone, the person's phone, but connects to maybe four or five other people's phone as well in real time. You know what I'm saying? Um,
There's this
especially,
it's an app called Moonlight. I want to say it's
yes,
still called that. Please, I started using this when I was working at the casinos and I will work overnight. When you press on when you're about to walk out of whatever you're about to do, walk out your house, walk out your job, you turn the app on and you hold the center. It's like a little circle. If you let go of that at any point and don't put in a code within I think it's like 5 seconds, they immediately send the GPS location to the cops, and also
yep,
you can put how many people you want to be notified, and they'll get a message to say
that's
that you're
true.
in danger.
I use that too.
So, um, you
It is a good
definitely
app.
so yeah, it's so many different things. I know everybody don't want. I don't want this person tracking me and da 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 da. Well, if you don't feel comfortable with somebody knowing where you are, maybe that may
Then
not be the person that you want to be around. In my, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody. I'm talking about people in immediate circles will refuse to give their parents their location or let them share their location or just.
because
But
they
the
think they're
day
all
and age
right.
that we're
I
living
can
in now,
handle it. I got this.
yeah, but it's just like one of them things that we don't know what's going to happen until it happens, and then it'll be too late. You can't get prepared if you're not prepared, if
Right.
that makes sense.
And things
So
happen so quickly
yeah,
that you don't know what You don't know what predicament you are put in at the moment that something like that happens,
Yeah,
that they catch you off guard. Because I
absolutely.
don't believe that, come on, there's just
No, ain't no
no
way.
way,
No,
and no way, no
no.
way. And let me just say this. I know people are saying racism, racism, racism. But one of the things for me that I would say, racism is one part of it, but it's good against evil. Period. That's my belief. It's good against evil because when you look at a person who is racist, evil is not far away. Evil is not far away. Do you agree or not disagree?
No, I think it's racist. I just think it's straight off is either I feel as though this is my opinion, and of course this is not going for all the other races, whatever. I feel like I feel like racism only appears when you feel threatened.
When you feel threatened, I don't
Meaning,
think that,
no, no,
no.
no. Wait a minute. Let me finish. I'm saying,
Okay.
as a black culture, you didn't want us to read. Look how many black people got degrees. You didn't want us to open up business. You tried to make sure we couldn't open up business, but we do. You tried to make sure we couldn't live in certain communities and all of that, but now black people are buying up so that's what I'm saying. They feel as though that they're about to become extinct in a way, or less than losing their power per se, and that's where it comes out in droves.
Yeah.
Because when you're in line, ain't no worries. You in line. You ain't. But when you try to level up and you're surpassing them in certain things, I feel as though that's when it comes out the most. Not saying that it ain't just happening just because it's a Tuesday and that's how what's in their heart. But what I'm saying is that I feel like because of certain things that have gone on in the last couple of years, I feel like it has brought a light to the power that black people have that we haven't even tapped into to the fullest
Hmm.
extent. And I feel
Hmm.
like they feel that if we get that power, we will want to do to them what they did to us.
Sure.
And I
Sure.
think that's why things are so haywire.
So haywire the way it is.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But I still stand on where you find racism, evil is there too. That's a part of the devil's territory to me. And it just,
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not evil as well. I'm just saying that I think it's rooted. It's noonlight, not moonlight. My apologies. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you, Miss Barbara. She asked for it too. Moonlight.
moon or noon.
Noon. Noon light.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I definitely been using that app for years. And it's definitely, matter of fact, I used it one time and let the thing go and didn't realize I had let it go. And they were calling, and I was like, what is
Hmm.
going on?
And if
And
you
then,
don't answer, they send in the cops. Back.
yes,
Hmm.
that's exactly what, what was
And if
in
I'm
it.
not mistaken, there's not a subscription for it either. I don't think it's a
No, I've
subscription.
never paid anything for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
which
never
is
paid
even better.
anything for it. Yeah, I think that was crazy. Now, I want to show a video, and I know what I'm getting ready to show. This is just being aware while we're on the topic. I just want to make sure that um, everyone is aware of what's going on around us. And this is something that I just want to share with everyone. Just hold tight while I prepare the video.
I need all servers to the front. Because apparently they are so mad, Carmelo Anthony, that they have started spitting in our food. Someone sent me this video today.
Can y'all tell me why there's 400,000 people in a group, a racist group, that is going around, and when black families or black people come into their restaurant they're the white servers. They're all working together and going to the back and bringing your food out, but it's not coming out regular. They're putting their saliva in your food, y'all. They are putting their saliva and whatever else that they want to put in y'all's food because you're dark skinned.
Now, that video was sent to me from Facebook, and so today is Saturday, August the 22nd, and this has been going on for almost a week now, all throughout Facebook, hundreds of posts. You guys remember back in Juneteenth, when we actually infiltrated this group, I Love Being White. They made another one, we infiltrated that one, and it's so many of those groups now. Going down rabbit hole, a post was made from one of the I Love Being White participants. To all you blacks in here, keep this in mind. Hope you enjoy your meal next time you eat out. There is a Facebook group that I am part of, and it is for white servers. We have come up with a plan. When a table of black diners comes in and places their order, we walk back to the kitchen to get your food when ready. There is always a blind spot in the kitchen, and we are licking our fingers and touching your food. If it happens to be a Texas Roadhouse or Logan's, those rolls are full of our white saliva. Some of the cooks are in on it too. Think they are playing? They aren't. Believe me. This has been going on since y'all started this nonsense with Carmelo, the candy bar, Anthony Crap. By the way, the group has over 400,000 members. Enjoy y'all's food. I'm pretty sure someone's going to come out and let us know that they're doing it, but let us know if you're not. I'm not surprised, but I still haven't recovered from finding out recently that firefighters left black people to burn in buildings due to their racism, and I just have not had the heart or the stomach to bring you that story yet. Texas Roadhouse and Logan's.
Wow, that's really sad. I can't. Okay, there you go.
Sorry. I'm so, let me tell you, it's so much going on till in the course of a week, you have to stay grounded. You have to consistently stay grounded and reassure yourself and give yourself affirmations and confirmations to inspire your own self because there's just so much negativity. It's on the rise and it just seems like it's just no end.
Yeah,
And then people tell us, oh, it's no big deal.
and
But
now
you're
we're
not on the chopping
overreacting.
block. They're not
Yeah,
talking about you. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
mm,
And it hurts now to know that here you go into these establishments getting food. Now you got to figure out, are they doing this? So now you want to eat out less
or
or
not
go
at all.
to or
Yeah,
go to a restaurant that you feel more comfortable. So just wanted to make everyone aware that this is out there. And I'm so surprised that Meta is not controlling these groups because they're able to see everything
hmm,
that's happening inside these groups.
yeah,
Every last one of them. Every group I have, every group I'm in, they're able to monitor these groups and see exactly what's going on. And they could put a stop to it.
yeah. They
They
could, but they're
can.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I don't know whether the freedom of speech comes in,
yeah. But
so I
you're
don't know.
stating that you're going to do bodily harm to somebody.
That's
That's
true.
not. That's not. That's
That's
like going
assault.
on. That's like calling in a threat of some sort. You know what I'm saying? That's not. Not saying we might go and do it. This is what we're doing, and I'm letting you know this is what we're doing
And I'm
actively.
letting you know. Yeah. That's the
So
part that hurts to
yeah,
even hear that. You know, one of the
I'm not
things I do,
surprised though.
huh?
I'm not surprised when people get desperate. I just to go back, like feeling like you're about to be extinct or your power, the power you're about to, people get desperate. So let's
They
figure out
do.
what we can do to try to eliminate things.
That's
So
true. That's true. Now, I don't know whether you've heard that some of the companies are allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, but some people are saying they've already started getting their refunds from the tariffs. They're getting a refund, but the American people are getting nothing but higher costs. Apple 2.2 billion, Walmart 2.4 billion, Ford 1.3 billion, Nike 986 million, FedEx 800 million, Amazon 600 to 640 million, Costco 2 billion, Sony 508 million, and the list goes on and on and on. So, being that we were the ones, the American people were the ones that were paying into these tariffs, there has been no discussion as of, I've heard, and I don't know whether any of our co hosts may have heard anything, but I have not heard anything where they said they're going to be refunding any of the American people monies from this tariff.
Yeah, they probably not.
Don't you? Hmm?
They're probably not.
Yeah, it's sad. It sucks. It sucks. So I think we should write to our congressmen and women and find out what is going to be done. What is going to be done? What is going to be done for us getting a refund? For us, the American people getting something back? That's what I would like to know. I'm sure you're curious. And these
Yeah,
tariffs, are putting
absolutely.
a tariff on Canada now. It's 25. It's just, uh, vote, people. November, vote, vote, vote. November comes along, vote. I do want to say that I want to share something that I'm hoping that it's going to inspire and encourage. And me and my daughter want to give you a challenge. And this is a challenge from Mama Said It podcast. It's a mini challenge that we would like to see us do for the next 30 days. And this is 5 wins per day, every day. 5 wins every day that you do, because oftentimes we have to encourage ourselves. A spiritual win, we want to express gratitude, reflect on yourself, and spend time with God or your creator and do something kind for someone else, even if it's a smile, a hello, a greeting, and remember to show yourself kindness. That's a win. A mental win. Protect your peace. Meditate for at least 10 minutes and speak your affirmations and give your mind time to reset. Because with so much going on, getting on the internet, strolling, getting phone calls, emails, knocks at the door, it's just so much going on. You really need to have a mental reset. Now, don't take the 10 minutes to pray and end up falling asleep. Now, the third is a physical win. Move your body, exercise, walk, run, stretch, hike, dance, or ride a bike. It doesn't have to be intense. Just move. Move your body. Move your body. That's a win. That's a small win. Intellectual. Oh my God, that word always kills me. Learn something new every day. Read, create, listen, study, ask questions, or develop a new skill. That is a win. Some words I get tied tongue, but I'm good at spelling. That is also a win. Okay. Personal win. Now, this personal win for me, do something intentional for you, set a boundary, complete a goal, rest without guilt, enjoy something that you love, or take one step toward life and learn something new. It's always important to learn something new. These are all wins. You could take a screenshot and let me see, how can I move myself out the way? Let me see here. How I can move myself out the way. Oh wait, what did I do? Let me go back. What did I do, Plum? Did I move it out the way? I moved and lost it completely.
I think so. Because I think, did you click remove?
when I click remove, I remove that.
Yeah, you remove the whole thing.
Okay, I removed the whole thing. Okay, here, let me just put it back here real quick. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm hoping this is gonna help someone because we sure got to encourage either each other with so much going on. Stay encouraged. Please stay encouraged. I was trying to move myself from it, to move myself from it. See, from the bottom. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Hopefully, this will be helpful to someone. Hopefully, it will be helpful to someone. Every day, 5 wins, and let's try to encourage each other. Let's try to encourage each other. Barbara says, can you put that comments, the name of the app? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's yes. Yes. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Pam, so much for joining, Pam. Thanks so much for being here with us, Pam. Thanks so much for joining. Right now, I do want to, before I go into the other part, I'm going to turn it over to Shakira. I'm going to turn it over to Shakira. But before I do, this is for realtors. If you are a real estate agent or a real estate broker and you have a closing that is coming up and you want to get an advancement on your closing, these companies will give you an advancement. These companies will give you an advancement. So, oh, I'm sorry, Shakira. I don't, oh, what did I do? Hold up. I don't want to mess that up. Hold up. Okay. I think I did that right. Okay, let me go back to where I was. It popped back up. Did you do that, Shakira? Plum, I can't hear you. Did I lose you?
No, I'm sorry. It went away, so I'm trying to put it back.
I was trying to put. No, I don't want. I was trying to put the screenshot for them for the realtors. Did that go
Okay, go
away?
ahead. No, well, I don't know. I don't see it here. I just see. I
Okay,
don't
I
see it here
wasn't.
anymore.
You said it's
I don't
not
see it
in.
anymore. It's not in a thing anymore.
Okay, it's not in a thing anymore. Okay, well, go ahead and do yours, and then I'll put it back.
Okay, so today we're going to do Mama Said It, finish it. So we're going to do the song version of it.
Woo, woo,
So I'm going to play. I'm going to read you the first lines of it, and then I'm going to have you complete. Wait, what just happened? I don't know what just happened. Okay, Ma, you got the thing up now. Ma,
woo. Huh?
you put the thing up now.
I put it in the what?
You have it on the screen now.
Oh, I thought I put it on the side. I'm sorry. I
No, no,
apologize, y'all.
no.
How can we take it off? Because I didn't mean to interrupt. Let me.
Okay. No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a couple words, and then I know we have the verse part, like a Bible verse. We'll do that if we still have time, but let's focus on the song part. So I'm gonna read you a couple words, and I'm gonna need you guys to finish it, the rest of it in the chat, the next 5 words. Okay. All right. So here is the song. I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look, I need you guys to finish the rest of the song. I'm going to read it one more time. I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look, I need you to finish the next 5 words.
Oh, the next 5 words. Okay.
Hmm. The next 5 words in the chat.
The next 5 words.
The
Woohoo.
next 5 words in the chat.
Okay.
All
The
right,
next.
Aunt Dot. When I look around and think things over, I won't complain. So let me,
Woo.
and Aunt Dot got it right. Hold on, where is it at? Because I did got
I
the.
won't complain.
But when I looked around,
Oh, I didn't get the other part. Sorry, you guys. I thought I got the whole thing. Now
Can't
this
think
song was
things
this
over.
song was extra long as far as the spacing. And for certain reasons, I couldn't take the whole clipping of it. But Aunt Dot, you got it right. I appreciate it.
Woo!
You
Yay!
got it right, Aunt Dot. Kudos to you. Cousin Pam got it right.
All
And she
right.
she she
Yes.
went on. Wait a minute, I'm cousin Pam. She put around and think things over. All my good days outweigh the bad days. I won't complain. Yes,
Yes. Go,
yes,
Pam.
and yes, and Miss Wanda came in and she also completed the song as well. I thank you guys for participating and getting the song right. But I'm gonna turn it back
We got
over
to do
to my
more of
mom.
those next week.
Huh?
We got to do more of those. One
Yeah,
ain't enough.
absolutely. Yeah.
One ain't enough.
I'll turn it back over. Here we go.
Wait, that's
Oh wait,
it?
where you at?
I thought you did the verse.
Well, it's I thought because of timing, I thought,
No, it's okay. We got like 8 minutes.
okay, so the next one is finish the Bible verse. And this is coming from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your paths blank. I need you guys to feel so.
Mm.
I ain't even asked for the next 5 words. I'm only asking for you to finish the verse, Bible verse. Finish the Bible verse. This is from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your
Yes.
ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your paths blank.
Yes.
Come on, I dot. She put straight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. That's just a constant reminder that you always have to trust in him. Even if you think you know it, even though you think you might got the answers, you still need to trust in God and let him lead your life. Always acknowledging him and allow him to lead your path. Because with him, it's always going to be a straight path. It will not be no detours. If you constantly leaning on him, the only time we get detoured is when we listen into ourselves. So we have to make sure we stay tuned in alignment with God. And that's it.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I like that. I like that. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good. Good segment.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing now. Do I select you?
I didn't.
I don't know what I'm doing now.
It's okay.
I don't know how to get back.
Um. Okay.
No, that ain't it either. Sorry. I thought
It's
that was it.
okay. But I don't know what happened to me.
Oh,
Here
there
we
we go.
go. Okay. We push enough buttons. We'll
Yeah.
we push enough buttons. Okay, because we're gonna go through these few segments. We're gonna go through this pretty fast. Okay, we're gonna go through this pretty fast. The first thing we're gonna talk about is Medicaid. Okay, Medicaid and housing support. Many people don't know that Medicaid has housing support. These are some numbers. You could screenshot this information. You can screenshot this information. And this is who may qualify. You must be enrolled. If you're facing homelessness, or you're already homeless or have behavior health needs, you could qualify. And you want to call the numbers on the screen, or you can go to the two websites, homelesssolutions.org or camdenhealth.org. Now remember this, 211, you can call that no matter where you are. 211, you can call that no matter whatever state you're in, you can call that 211. Okay, the next one, let me see. The next one, oh boy, it's giving me a hard time. Okay, so many people may not know that Medicaid does support your utilities. Utilities help 1 to 100. No, I'm sorry. No, 100 to $150 goes towards sports and activities. Okay, if you're on Medicaid, 100 to $150 go towards sports and activities. So I apologize about 1 and 2. The number one, the utilities, doesn't have a dollar number to it. So whether your bill is $100 or $800, whatever that particular organization can do for you, if you qualify, they will grant you the funds to pay your utilities. And that would include dental care, vision, prescription coverage, medical transportation, physical therapy, and in-home care, and so many more um, benefits. But the one that I definitely wanted to make sure people knew about was that sports activity. Between $100 and $150, they would pay towards your children's activity. Sometimes if they are in some sort of sports after school, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to make ends meet to pay for their uniforms or other things they may need, uh, touch base with your Medicaid. Touch base with your Medicaid. Now, the other thing that I want to touch base on, and these is, and I'm trying to remember how did I do this. There's a class action lawsuit. Um, there a class action lawsuit, but before I do the class action lawsuit, I want to put this back up for the real estate agents. For the real estate agents, some may know already and some may not know. But those of you who don't know, this is available. For those of you who do not know, this is available and you can screenshot this information. I apologize for this is one part of this segment that I have to learn to use these tools. I'm just going to make it larger. I'm going to make it larger so that if you want to screenshot it, hopefully it will help someone. That's what we're here for. Hopefully this information will help someone. So if you can screenshot, you can get commission. These are the websites and these are the phone numbers for real estate agents and brokers in the real estate business who you got a closing that's coming up. You need some cash real quick. Contact one of these companies and follow their instructions, and perhaps maybe they may be able to fund you money prior to your closing. Okay, they may be able to fund you some money prior to your closing, which is helpful, which is definitely helpful. Now, the other thing I want to bring to everyone's attention is about the class action lawsuit. And let me just share this with you. I'm going to put the link. I can give it to you, Shakira. We can post it because there's two more things I want to share with everyone. Now, this particular class action lawsuit is between $500 and I believe $1,500. Okay, you definitely want to sign up for it. Between $500 and $50, you definitely want to sign up for it. Don't sleep on it. It just came out. Okay, this just came out. If you receive, now everybody received robotic calls, okay, pre-recorded messages on your cell phone. All right, so I think there's not too many people that I know of that wasn't violated in this way. Okay, so there is a class action lawsuit. And there's a form that you fill out. Put your name, put your name on the form so that you could be a part of it. And let me just get that for you. Just 1 second. I'll get that for you. And Shakira, if you could just add this to the group. And it goes to the law firm of Greenwald, Davison, and Radbill. Um, and they're in Baton Rouge, Florida, who is handling this or a part of this class action lawsuit. A part of this class action lawsuit. Let me give you, I'm going to move on to the next one. So I hope everyone screenshot this. Shakira is going to put in the chat the actual uh, link so that you can be able to sign up for this right away. You want to sign up for it right away. $500, $1,500 per violation. Per violation. So you might be able to look on your phone right now and see that you may have been violated recently. Okay. And some people have those blocks on their phone to prevent these types of calls from coming through. Some have these blocks on their phone to stop these things from coming through. Now, the next class action lawsuit that I want to share with everyone. Let me see here. Sorry, Plum, if we're going a little over. Let me see. Yeah, we're 2 minutes. Okay, so this next one is the data breach. We talked about that last about a week and a half ago, about the data breach. Okay. Now this one, you definitely want to put your name in this one. We're gonna provide the link for this one. You have until October. Okay. You have until October. Now we provided you with some ways previously where you were able to see whether or not your information was in the data breach. Okay, you put your email in, and then it was able to let you know whether you were part of that data breach. This is part of that settlement. There's going to be so many that's going to be coming out. Okay, there's going to be so many coming out. Shakira is going to put in the chat, and I want you to click the link, fill out the information. Okay, so if you received a data breach notification letter from Total Vision Breach, October 30th of 2020. Okay, now important dates. Claim deadline is October the 5th. October the 5th. Okay, now let me go here. What I'm going to do, because we ran overtime, I have about 5 more that I'm going to add on, and I'll add them on after we get off. So just make sure you pay attention to the chat, and not the chat, but Mama Said It podcast. And I'll also link it on Shakira's page and also on my page, so that you will also be able to participate in these class action lawsuits. Now, many of you may be wondering, how could you determine whether you were a part of the class action lawsuit? We did post, and I'm going to try to see whether I can get it here. If not, and I'll make sure I post it on this page, how you can find out that whether you were on part of the data breach, the websites that you can go to for the data breach. Okay. I thought I can just grab it real quick, but I don't see where I have it right at my disposal. I don't have it right at my disposal, and I do apologize to everybody. Shakira, do you have any last words you want to say?
No, just everybody be nice to people. You don't know what they're going through. And I hope everybody and pray everybody has a good week.
Absolutely. It's going to be a busy week. Yes. Pray everybody have a good week. Do something different today that you didn't do yesterday to change your tomorrow. do something different today that you didn't do yesterday to change your tomorrow. So as we sign off, are there anyone else saying anything in the chat? I want to make sure we're not missing any last comments.
No.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, so as we sign off, thank everyone so much for being a part of Mama Said It podcast. We will see you again next week. This is the last Sunday of August. Yes, it's the last Sunday of August. Oh my goodness. Okay. And next week will
It's one
be
more. It's one more.
a
It's the
30th.
30th.
Yeah, next week is the 30th, right? Oh, that's right. It's 5 weeks. Okay. Okay. So we got one more Saturday. I mean, one more Sunday. Okay, one more Sunday. Okay, everybody, y'all make sure you enjoy. My daughter is going to get off so she can enjoy her new cat. Cat named Chili.
Yeah.
Cat named Chili. Okay,
Hmm.
everybody, have a good week. Thank y'all so much. Mom said it clear as day. Storms will come, they won't stay. Pray it out, let it go. Don't let grudges steal your road glow. Hold your head up, chase the sun. This race ain't over, it's just begun. Mama said it, there'll be days like this. Keep your faith, don't you miss. The blessings waiting in the air. God's with you always. Every stumble, every fall, every shadow on the wall. Just a chapter, not the end. Keep on running. Woo! Don't pretend. Lift your heart. With every step, the world will shake. Mama said there'll be days like this. Keep your faith, don't you miss. The blessings waiting in the air. God's with you, always there. Mama said there'll be days like this. Keep your faith, don't you miss. The blessings waiting in the air. God's with you, always there. See you next week, everybody. See you next week.